네, 방금 시작했습니다. Hi guys. I know just a couple of you guys are coming in. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I hope you guys can hear me. I just started. I'm gonna actually say welcome everybody. I'm on my phone today. Welcome everybody. Um, 오늘은 핸드폰에서 진행을 할게요. 핸드폰으로. So those of you guys that are just coming in, please hit that thumbs up button. It'll help get this video out there on the algorithm. We just started, so welcome guys. 자, 여러분 안녕하세요. 제가 화면이 따로 옆에 있기 때문에 카메라를 안 볼 수가 있어요. 그렇기 때문에 여러분 양해해 주시고요. Wow, I see a lot of people just came in. Okay, how are you guys doing? Oh, I am doing well. I'm doing well. I have a little bit of a headache. I have a little bit of a headache, but I think it's because I haven't been drinking water all day. I think it's because I haven't been drinking water all day. I have a little bit of a headache, but I think it's because I didn't drink water all day. How about you guys? How are you doing? Are you guys all from Korea or any of you guys outside of Korea? Well, I'm gonna actually say this on our chat as well so people can read this. Welcome. Please hit that thumbs up button. It will help. It will help. It will get the video. All right. Please hit that thumbs up button. It'll help get the video out. Okay. I would greatly appreciate that. 자, 여러분 오늘은 좀 늦게 시작을 했어요. 여러분 오늘 지금 한국 시간으로 10시인가요? 10시죠, 10시. Zero to Vec, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope the video is working. I know for some reason I'm watching this on my computer as well. I know that the video is choppy sometimes. I hope you guys can understand that I'm trying my best here, but it's kind of weird. I don't know why it's doing that. So the video will be choppy here and there. Sorry about that. I want to apologize beforehand before we actually get started with our discussions. Okay, it's working. That's good. Zero to Vec, how are you doing tonight? How are you doing tonight? I remember Zero to Vec, you didn't like my the latest video. You're like, what's wrong with you, James? I still remember you saying that. Yeah. Chuseok is coming soon. Chuseok. I've been thinking about how we can translate Chuseok. Now, you can say Thanksgiving. You can say Thanksgiving. Chuseok can be Thanksgiving, right? You can translate Chuseok as Thanksgiving, but there are some differences that I think that I think is notable to kind of talk about. I think the biggest difference is that people Thanksgiving in the US, I feel like is even bigger than Koreans' Chuseok. Although they are both holidays and it's a tradition for both countries. I think Chuseok is a good holiday to kind of just be really is a good I can't really express this. It's a good holiday to spend time with your loved ones. Although I know a lot of people in Korea who don't really gather with their family, so maybe it's not as big as the US. Uh, Ruth, how come your English is so good? Um, I don't really know how to answer that. I think I had the advantage of learning it when I was a kid. The earlier you learn a language, the better it is. The earlier you learn a language, the better it is. No matter what language, it doesn't even have to be English. The earlier you learn, the better it is. It's just the way it is. I think it's like that for everything. For everything and anything in life. Whether it's music, whether it's an instrument, or a sport, or a skill. The earlier you learn, the better it is, because your body and your brain is just so uh, malleable. I don't know if you know what that word means, guys. Malleable means it can be changed into different shapes. And I think it's really important that and you don't have to be like a kid, like a 5-year-old, but the earlier you learn, the better it is. Even in your tens, even in your teens, or comparatively, even now, in your 20s. Um, Actually, I don't know how old you are, Ruth, but I'm guessing that you're in your 20s or 30s, seeing that most of my viewers are in their 30s. All right, so we have a lot of people watching. How are you guys all doing today? 여러분 한국말로 하셔도 돼요. 한국말로 하셔도 되고 제가 영어로 해서 뭐 대답 한국말로 하셔도 되니까 여러분 잘 지내셨나요? 물론 영어로 대답해 주시면 좋을 것 같아요. 프리토킹이니까 하고 싶은 말 그냥 팍팍팍 다 적어도 돼요. 그러니까 뭐 오늘 있었던 일 아니면은 뭐 이제 추석이 다 다가오니까 추석에 뭐 할지 예를 들어서 뭐 이런 계획이 있다 뭐 영어로 한 번씩 적어 보시면 제가 좀 고쳐 드릴 거예요. 그러니까 여러분들 익명으로 아까 저기 익명입니다라고 계신 분 아주 좋은 닉네임이에요. 뭐 이렇게 좀 부끄러우시면 그냥 아무거나 아무 이름 해가지고 유튜브 새로 파서 여기다가 적어 주시면 좋을 것 같아요. Right? I don't really care if you guys, talk shit about me. It's also fine. I'll just ignore you. You can write anything, guys. Alright? 아무거나 적으셔도 돼요. 만약에 뭐 악성 댓글이나 그런 거는 제가 안 읽으면 되는 거니까 여러분 많이 활성화 시켜주시고요. 많이 읽어 드릴게요. 아니 많이 쓰시면은 제가 많이 고쳐 드릴 테니까 쓰기 연습 그리고 말하기 연습 많이 해보시길 바랍니다. Okay? I should try learning Spanish and French as soon as possible. Okay. Now, 익명입니다. Why do you want to learn French and Spanish? Why do you want to learn Spanish and French? Okay, so JJJ, you're working right now. You're working and you're on YouTube. So you must have a pretty good job, right? I'd love to be working and streaming at the same time. Although this is kind of work, I guess. I guess this is work for me. Um, Let me actually. I'm gonna pin this message. All right. So I'm gonna pin it. All right. Please hit that thumbs up button. If you guys haven't, please do that. I think it'll be really helpful. I appreciate you guys a lot. Okay, so you're in your late 30s. I think I think there is no. I think a lot of people say age is just a number, and I do agree to a certain extent. You know, um, I do agree to a certain extent. Like age is just a number. A lot of people say that. And I don't know how old you guys are. I know if my parents are watching this, they're in their what 50s, 60s. So um, 만약에 나이대가 연령대가 좀 많이 되시는 분들도 계실 거예요. 근데 제가 봤을 때 지금 제가 이제 그 통계 자료를 봤을 때 거의 다 웬만하면 20, 30대세요. 물론 40대도 계실 거고 50대도 계실 거지만 그 이상도 계실 거지만 어 I think age is just a number until you get to a point, until you get to a point where you know that you were able to absorb things a lot faster when you were younger. That's so funny. I've actually gotten that before. I have gotten that before. I've gotten that before. 그게 뭔 말일까요? I've gotten that before. 그게 뭔 말이야? I've gotten that before. So 수기님 says, I think you look kind of similar. You look kind of similar. You look kind of similar to Yang Donggun. But you're more handsome though. Thank you so much. You look kind of similar to Yang Donggun, right? And I said, I've gotten that before. I've gotten that before. 여러분들 어색해 뭐 되게 뭐 have pp 또 have got 뭐 이거 뭔 말이지? 내가 뭐 얻은 건가? 어렵게 생각하실 필요 없고 내가 가졌다니까 내가 들어봤다는 얘기예요. Okay? I've heard that before. Same thing as I have heard that before. Thank you for that. I think I take that as a compliment. I take that as a compliment. 칭찬으로 받아들일게요. 왜냐면은 양동근 님이 사실 제가 굉장히 좋아하는 배우예요. 연기 굉장히 잘하시는 것 같고 양동근이 뭐 이렇게 뭐 제 생각에는 못생겼다고 생각을 하지 않기 때문에 Thank you so much. So I've gotten that before. Somebody told me when I was in my early 20s that I look like Yang Dong-gun. But that's okay. That's okay. I just want to learn them. So I think you were talking about French and Spanish. I just want to learn French and Spanish so that I could talk to more people and get to learn other cultures by talking to them. Yeah, I think that's really important. Um, I think that's really important. Learning a language so you can talk with them and really kind of learn the culture behind not just their country but about the language itself. Because think about it like this. I want to ask you, 익명입니다. You can learn about other people's cultures by speaking English. I can learn about French culture by speaking English to them. But there's a certain extent. There's a limit to that. 파리에 있는 거 맞습니다. 파리에서 프랑스 사람들이랑 영어로 대화하면서 파리에 대한 문화를 익힐 수는 있어요. 그러나 제한이 있다고 봐요. 확실히 제한이 있고 여기 사람들이 영어를 잘하는 편이 아니에요. 오히려 제가 봤을 때 한국에 계시는 한국 사람들이 영어를 더 잘해요. 파리에 있는 파리 사람들보다. 근데 제 생각에는 그 언어를 정말 배우면은 그 언어에 대한 그 나라에 대한 문화뿐만이 아니라 그 언어에 대한 뭔가 깊은 문화가 있어요. 그래서 그거를 알게 되는 게 참 좋은 것 같고, I really respect that. I respect you a lot, 익명입니다. Good luck on your journey. I just want to let you know that this won't be a quick journey, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning English. There was a question that somebody asked me, and they asked, "Hey, are you still learning English?" And I said maybe. I kind of was like, well, I speak fluent English, but also at the same time, I'm still learning. I'm still learning about this language because there's a lot of times when I speak with my wife and she says something and I'm like, where, huh? What do you mean? What does that even mean? Because I've never heard of it before. And she said, oh, it's something that the Midwesterners say. 제가 미국에서 오래 있었고 뭐 이렇게 미국에서 좀 있었고 그리고 미국인들이랑 대화도 많이 해봤고 했는데도 불구하고 처음 듣는 단어들이랑 처음 듣는 문장들이 막 들리는 거예요. 그래서 야 이게 뭔 소리냐 했는데 이거는 우리 지역 사람들이 쓰는 얘기다 이렇게 얘기를 하더라고요. 그래서 저는 LA에 있었어요. 이제 제 와이프는 이제 북동 쪽, 미국의 북동 지역인 미시간 이라는 지역에 있었는데 거기에서 많이 쓰는 미드웨스턴 사람들이 많이 쓰는 그러한 표현이라고 하더라고요. 물론 지금 기억이 안 나요. 근데 그런 표현들을 듣고 아, 내가 배울 점이 참 많구나. There's a lot to learn, and it's not going to be a short journey. And I think consistency is key. Consistency is key here, guys. Again, for those of you guys that are coming in, please hit that thumbs up button. Welcome. I actually have that pinned down there so you guys can read it. So we were talking about Chinese Thanksgiving, or no, I mean Korean Thanksgiving. There was another comment that I wanted to read. JJJ000 님, teacher, how do you study English? That's a good question. Um, I think everybody has different methods, and YouTube is just. I've been on YouTube last night actually, trying to look at what kind of videos other people are watching, and uh, this is a kind of a big mess, a whole mesh up of what everybody thinks is the right way to learn, and it's different for everybody, especially um, depending on what your goal is. Um, for me, for me right now, I read a lot, I write a lot. Uh, that's basically it. 저는 지금 영어 공부는요. 영어 많이 읽으려고 하고 많이 쓰려고 합니다. I've been writing journals almost every day for a really long time, and and I try to write both in Korean and English, and I think writing in the language that you want to learn really helps out a lot. Okay, especially if it's speaking, especially if it's speaking. All right, so we got a long comment here. Church judge. j j. 조카의 크레파스님, 어, 발음 공부를, 지금 발음 공부를 굉장히 열심히 하고 계시는 분 같아요. j, j. 이런 뭔가, church, judge. 그러니까 질문이 결국에는, 정확한 질문을 제가 읽어볼게요. 단어 끝에 하면 무성으로 바뀌면서 처럼 발음될까요? 이 질문들은 저는 제가 발음, 물론 저는 영어 미국 악센트를 갖고 있고 미국 악센트로 말을 하고 저는 이러한 뭔가 악센트에 대한 굉장히 큰 자신감이 있는데 저는 따로 발음에 대해서 이렇게 뭔가 유튜브 영상을 만들진 않아요. 그리고 이걸 뭔가 특별하게 이렇게 가르쳐 드리지도 않고요. 왜냐하면은 발음 같은 경우에는 사람마다 다 다르고 그리고 1대1이 아닌 이상 이거를 제가 지도하기가 뭔가 애매해져요. 왜냐하면은 church, church, sound, judge. 왜 애매해지냐면은 일단 사람들이 발음에 대한 뭔가 그런 큰 오해가 있으시는 게 있어요. 한국 사람들은 이 발음이 안 되니까 뭔가 회화를 못 한다는 생각을 갖고 있는데 근데 그게 전혀 아니고 심지어 지금 제 아내가 미국 대학교에서 지금 수업을 하고 있는데 거기서도 한국 분이 계세요. 거의 한국에서 뭐 굉장히 오래 사셨고 영어를 이제 성인 돼서 배우셨으니까. 근데 이제 교수님이신데 영어를 엄청 잘하시고 심지어 기사도 많이 내고 책인가 하여간 뭐 출판을 많이 하셨어요. 글도 많이 적으시고. 그래서 영어에 굉장히 뭔가 논리적이고 그리고 뭔가 똑똑하신 그러한 분이 계시는데 영어 발음은 영어 악센트는 굉장히 한국 콩글리시처럼 들린다라고 얘기를 하더라고요. 그래서 이러한 부분들은 저는 크게 강조하지 않을게요. 처치라고 해도 돼요. 처치. 콩글리시로 처치 해도 돼요. 저지. 저지. 저지라고 해도 돼요. No, everybody's gonna be able to understand. If somebody doesn't understand 처치, 철치, 얼 발음이 들어있으니까 분명히 철, R은 집어넣어줘야겠죠, 그죠? 철치라고 해서 못 알아들으면은 Sunday, the place you go to on Sunday, 철치라고 우리가 이야기해줄 수 있는 그러한 영어 실력이 돼야 된다는 거예요. 이해되시나요? 그래서 제가 저번 시간이란다. 한 몇 개월 전에 올해 겨울이었을 거예요. 그러니까 초반에 발음에 대한 제가 이야기를 했었어요. 만약에 church라는 우리가 발음을 못했어. church. 영어 미국식 발음이 이거 church 이게 안 나온다. 그러면 처치. 콩글리시로 하세요. 하시고 만약에 상대방이 이해를 못한다. 그러면은 the place you go to on Sunday. 일요일 날 가는 거. 철치라고 이야기를 해주셨으면 좋을 것 같아요. 제가 답을 매끈하게 못 답변해 드린 거 죄송하고요. 이러한 부분들 같은 경우에는 사실 이렇게 우리가 뭔가 수학적으로 뭔가 기계적으로 우리가 공부를 해서 얻는 것들이 제가 봤을 때 크게 많지가 않다고 저는 생각을 해요. 다시 한번 말씀드리자면 우리가 발음 기호를 익히면서 보면서 할 바에 차라리 그거 할 바에 그냥 말하는 거에 대한 편리함, 편하게 말하는 거, 그리고 말을 많이 해보는 거, 말을 많이 하면서 자신감을 얻는 그러한 연습을 해주셨으면 좋을 것 같아요. 그리고 또 조카이 크레파스님이 어떠한 배경을 갖고 있는지 정확히 모르기 때문에 이 답변은 제가 확실하게 드릴 수가 없는 부분입니다. 그래서 양해 부탁드릴게요. That was a long answer. I'm sorry it wasn't clear. The thing about pronunciation is, it's a doozy. Pronunciation is a doozy, because pronunciation, intonation, delivery, accent, they're all different things, but they're all the same at the same time. 억양, 발음, 악센트, 전달력 다 다른 부분이긴 한데 결국에는 어떻게 보면. 그래서 물론 연결이 있다는 얘기예요. 그래서 물론 미국식 발음을 제대로 하면 우리가 그거를 미국식 발음을 굉장히 뭔가 공부해서 그렇게 하려고 하면은 전달력이 높아질 수 있겠죠. 근데 우리가 한국식으로 한다고 해서 전달력이 막 그렇게 크게 떨어지거나 그러진 않는다고 저는 생각을 해요. Okay. 인토네이션도 똑같아요. 사실 엄청나게 예를 들어서 단어 하나 말씀드릴게요. For example, possible 이라는 단어가 있어요. possible. 어떤 사람들은 예를 들어서 아프리카에 있는 국가들은 possible 이라고 이야기할 때가 가끔 가다가 저는 인토네이션이 굉장히 다르네라는 생각을 제가 들었어요. 물론 제가 이렇게 오버하는 건 있지만 과장하는 건 있지만 possible이라고 얘기를 했어요. possible. as soon as possible 이라고 얘기했어요. 그러니까 I에다 강조를 주는 거죠. possible이라고 이야기를 했을 때 전달력이 떨어질 수는 있어요. 전달력이 떨어질 수는 있는데 그렇지만 우리가 만약에 사람들이 못 들었을 때 그거를 보완할 수 있는 말들을 예를 들어서 잘 구성을 할 수 있는 능력이 갖춰진다면 저는 그 인토네이션 그리고 또한 악센트 우리가 신경을 그렇게 크게 안 써도 된다고 생각을 해요. 어떤 사람들은 어려워하시는 분들이 있어요. 제가 지도했던 학생들 중에서도 아무리 이야기를 해도 이게 쉽게 안 되는 부분이 있었던 분들이 있어요. 그러니까 예를 들어서 possible, 네, possible, it's possible, 오입니다. 강조는 오에다 하는 거예요. 제가 이렇게 얘기를 해도 possible, i에다 강조를 줄 때가 있어요. 근데 그거는 웬만하면 intonation은 많이 듣고 많이 따라해 보면 자연스럽게 고쳐져요. 정말이에요. 많이 듣고 근데 얼마나 많이 듣고 얼마나 많이 정말 많은 시간. 정말 많은 시간. 여러분 해도 안 돼요. 많이 안 하셨다는 거예요. 그리고 많이 안 따라 하셨다는 거예요. 듣고 따라 하면은 이게 굳이 여기다가 악센트를 적었고 여기다 표시할 필요가 없는 거죠. 굳이 표시 안 해도 듣고 따라 예를 들어서 미션 임파서블에서 It's not possible 라고 얘기를 했어요. 톰 크루즈가 This is impossible. 이거 우리가 계속 여러 번 따라했어. 그러면은 impossible이라고 우리가 따라할까요? 제대로 따라했으면 100번, 1000번 따라했으면 this is impossible. I에다 강조했다는 걸 우리가 그거를 그냥 자연스럽게 무의식적으로 파악할 수 있다는 거죠. 어려워하시는 분들이 있어요. 어려워하시는 분들이 있는데 제가 항상 이야기하는 거는 듣고 따라하기, 듣고 따라하기. 100번, 1000번 해보셔야 됩니다. One of my friends who's living in Louisiana says you was instead of you were. It's no problem. Is it true? This is why grammar is important, but it's not the main component of English speaking. Okay. 제가 항상 강조하는 이야기가 문법이 굉장히 중요하긴 한데 문법이 다가 아니다. 문법이 중심이 어느 정도 기초 중심이 되어야 되는 건 맞지만 문법이 다가 아니다. 그래서 문법만 여러분들 막 파고 들고 했을 때 큰 문제가 생기는 게 루이지애나 갔어요, 여러분. 문법 공부 빡세게 해가지고 문법 다 알아. 뭐 1형식에서 1형식, 2, 3, 5형식까지 그런 뭐 문장 형식 그런 것도 다 외우고 뭐 수능 공부 만점하고 문법 완벽히 해서 you was 루이지애나에서 유어즈라고 그런 거 들어보면 멘붕 오죠, 당연히. 그죠? 그래서 뭐냐면은 문법을 미국인들이 문법을 모르는 거는 아니지만 저거는 어떻게 보면 슬랭 중 하나입니다. 슬랭 중 하나. 루이지애나는 남쪽 지역이에요. 남쪽 지역. 남쪽 지역은 사투리가 좀 심해요. 예를 들어서 how do y'all 막 약간 좀 위로 올리는 경향이 있어요. How do y'all study English? How do y'all study English? Study English. 약간 좀 위로 올리는 경향이 있는데 그러한 이 악센트를 갖고 있는 이 Southern accent라 그러는데 이 악센트를 갖고 있는 루이지애나 이 분들은 악센트로 인해서인지는 모르겠어요. 그러나 슬랭으로 많이 말할 때가 있어요. 그러니까 you were라고 하는 게 당연히 맞지만 you was trying to study English. You was trying to study English. I was trying to 이런 식으로 이야기한단 말이에요. 어떻게 보면은 흑인 영어라고도 우리 흔히 얘기하죠. 흑인 영어가 근데 결국에 뭐냐면은 남쪽 지역 영어예요. 남쪽 지역 영어. Okay. You was trying to learn English. 요런 식으로. Okay. I hope that answers the question. 문법 중요해요. 근데 문법만 공부하는 거는 절대 안 됩니다. 문법만 공부해서 예를 들어서 이런 거 나왔을 때 뭐야? 약간 멘붕 오는 거예요. 문법만 공부해서 이렇게 가면. 그래서 이걸 알아주셔야 돼요. 문법은 여러분들이 알고 계시되 문법은 항상 어려운 부분이 예외들이 굉장히 많고 you was라고 이렇게 이야기하는 애들은 you were이라고 해야 되는 걸 알고 있는데도 불구하고 그냥 you was라고 그냥 빨리 말하려고 그냥 편하게 말하려고 you was라고 하는 거예요. 그렇기 때문에 걔네들이 틀렸다라고 할 수가 없는 게 이게 그냥 그쪽의 문화예요. 그쪽의 문화. 그렇기 때문에 우리가 문법을 예를 들어서 필요 충분 조건으로 우리가 공부를 했을 때 얘네들이 이 문법으로 벗어나네? 약간 이거 여기도 얘 이렇게 얘기하네? 저렇게 얘기하네? 그거를 적용을 못 하는 거예요. 그래서 문법은 우리가 공부하되 오픈 마인드로 공부해 줬으면 좋겠어요. 오케이? Right? JJJOO님, what should I do when I can't remember the words when I'm talking to someone? What should I do when I can't remember the words when I'm talking to someone? I know that's a very very good question. That is a very good question. JJJOOO 님. Again, guys, for those of you guys that just came, please hit that thumbs up button. I think that'll help out a lot. I say, whatchamacallit. Whatchamacallit. This is actually a word. You guys can look that up. I might have spelled it wrong. 저거 진짜 있는 단어예요. whatchamacallit 진짜 있는 단어예요. 약속할게요, 여러분. whatchamacallit. 스펠링이 좀 틀렸을 거예요, 근데. 스펠링이 틀렸을 거야. whatchamacallit이라고 저는 이렇게 해요. 예를 들어서 기억이 안 나. 뭐시기 뭐더라? For example, like I'm trying to think about the word Louisiana. Okay? I can't remember the word Louisiana. 루이지애나라는 단어 기억이 안 났어. 근데 에이든한테 친구한테 얘기하면서 hey, you know the state it's a southern state, you know, like I think Kentucky Fried Chicken was made there. What's that state called? Whatchamacallit? It starts with Lou. Whatchamacallit? Whatchamacallit? Oh, Louisiana. Yeah, Louisiana. Whatchamacallit? Right. I hope that answers the question. I hope that answers the question. Um, it's hard. JJJOO, I feel you. I feel you so much. Um, because for me, I speak both English and Korean at home. Um, and it's going back and forth is not easy. And sometimes I just can't remember the words. Like the other day, I think I was trying to say the word utensil, like a kitchen utensil. A kitchen utensil would be like a knife, a fork, scissors, a pan. That's a kitchen utensil. I couldn't think of the word utensil, so I was like, like pan, forks, chopsticks. Whatchamacallit? What's the word? What's the word? Oh, utensil. Yes, utensil, kitchen utensil. Right? That's what I do. Yeah, so I want to ask you guys some questions that I pulled up from online. Um it's a it's a 50-50 question, and I would love it if you guys can answer it in English, all right? And if you guys have questions in Korean, that's also okay. That's also okay. I will try to answer it as long as I can. As long as I can. All right? Uh Okay, so I've been thinking about the future, and I also think a lot about the history of this world we live in. Would you rather time travel to the past or the future? Ha. So I want you guys to say yes. I would rather travel to the past because blah blah blah. I would rather time travel to the past, or I would rather time travel to the future because blah blah blah. All right. I've been thinking about this a lot, because I've been just thinking about where we're all going. What is humanity doing, and where did humanity come from? Um, and it's just something to think about, and I want to get your guys' opinions as well. All right. Would you rather, if you guys can time travel, which I think we might be able to. I think we might be able to later. Would you rather time travel to the past or the future? Please hit that thumbs up button. 여러분 좋아요 눌러주시면 정말 감사드릴 것 같아요. 이게 좋아요가 많이 있으면 공유가 많이 되고 사람들이 많이 볼 수 있고, 그리고 사람들이 어떻게 보면은 단어 한두 개라도 여러분들 가지고 가실 수 있는 시간이 됐으면 좋겠어요. 예를 들어 whatchamacallit이라는 단어 여러분들 아시는 분들은 있었겠지만, 물론 있겠지만, 그 단어가 있다는, 이게 정말 단어인지 모르셨다는 분들 계실 거예요. 그죠? 그래서 이 공유 thumbs up 해주시면은 사람들한테, 많은 사람들한테 이게 뭔가 퍼지니까 다른 사람들도 보실 수 있게끔 여러분들 많은 부탁드립니다. Alright, so I would rather, let me go first, guys. I want to go first. 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 제가 먼저 갈게요. I want to time travel. I would rather. Oh, this is such a hard question, though. Actually, this is such a hard question. Um, I would rather travel to the future because because I wanna I wanna make I wanna make investments. I wanna. There are investments that I'm thinking of investing in, but I'm not. I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure if it's a right investment or not. Um, and I know some of you guys might say, "Oh, I would rather time travel to the future because I want to win the lottery." Right? Some of you guys might say that, and it's kind of like that, I guess. I want to know what happens to things. I want to know what happens to the war. I want to know what happens to the 2024 candidacy, the 2024 election. I want to know what happens to AI. There's just some things that I know will affect my current life if I know the future. There are just a lot of things that will affect my life directly if I know the future. Because you can't change the past, right? Even if I can time travel to the past, I don't know if I'll be able to change it. I would rather time travel to the future because I can know, I can know, I can learn um, about the things that will affect my life directly. That's up to you, Zero to Beck. That is up to you. How many years you want to travel exactly? That is totally up to you. You know, 5 minutes from now on, that's the future, right? 5 hours from now, that's still the future. And you can say, it can be 5 years, 50 years, 500 years. That's up to you. Be creative. How many years you want to travel exactly? Oh, for me. Oh, for me. I'm sorry. Zero to Vec, you're asking me. Uh, I want to. First of all, I want to go maybe just a couple years forward. I want to go just a couple years forward, and see where the world is at. I want to go. I want to try. I want to time travel just a few years, maybe just a couple few. That's fine. I want to time travel just a few years ahead, so that I know where the world is at. Let me write that down for you guys. I want to time travel to the future. I would rather I, w- I would time travel. I would to travel just a few years ahead, so that I can see where the world is at. Okay. 익명입니다님 says I would rather time travel to the future because I'm currently underage, which means I can't do what adults do if I only could do time travel to the past. That's a really cool. That's a cool answer. Okay, so 익명입니다 says I'm underage. Okay, I'd rather time travel to the future because I'm underage, which means I can't do what adults do if I could only travel to the past. Okay, so I'm gonna just revise it a little bit so you can say I would time travel to the future. I would time travel to the future because I am underage. And which means I can't do what adults do if I time travel to the past. Very good. That's a very good sentence. Many people would choose to go to the past. Many people would choose to go to the past because they can make a lot of money through Bitcoin or lottery. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I guess you can I guess you can win the lottery by going to the past and the future. So I guess you can um both win the lottery. Now, Bitcoin is a big thing. Yeah. I guess if you travel 10 years back, maybe 15 years, you can get Bitcoin when it was really cheap, um, and have a lot of money now, right? I feel like it's just like winning the lottery. If you bought like 1,000 Bitcoins back in the day, I think you'd be a millionaire or maybe a billionaire now, right? All right. 익명입니다님 says, if I only 대신에 as long as. Okay, so which means I can't do what adults do. If I only could do time travel to the past. If I only는 사실상 많이 쓰이지 않아요. 사실 많이 쓰이지 않아요. 그렇기 때문에 제가 고친 문장이랑 그 익명입니다 문장을 볼 때 제가 아예 그 부분을 뺐어요. 그죠? Which means 하고 그 다음에 제가 바로 그냥 어 I only could do를 다 뺐어요 제가. 그걸 왜 뺐냐면 if I only could do 자체가 이 문맥상 맞지가 않아요. First of all, do time travel이 아니에요. If I could time travel이에요. 그죠? 우리가 아까 전에 제가 질문 봤을 때 질문 위로 올려보면 여러분 Would you rather time travel이에요. 동사 자체가 time travel인 거예요. Do time travel까지 굳이 안 해도 돼요. 그래서 if I only do가 아니라 그냥 if I time travel 이 바로 되는 거예요. 오케이. 그래서 as long as 문장이 네, only if I time travel to the past. Okay. Alright, JJ000님 says, I would rather go to 5 hours back because I didn't spend time to chat with my friend if I know I have to work at night. Okay, so did you know you had to work? Did you know you had to work 5 hours ago? So you can say, I would rather time travel to 5 hours. You can say ago or 5 hours earlier. I'd rather time travel to 5 hours earlier. And you can say because I didn't spend enough time. I didn't spend enough time to chat with my friend. Because I didn't have enough time to chat with my friend. I didn't have enough time to chat with my friend. I didn't have enough time to chat with my friend. So I want to ask you, JJJ000님, did you work tonight? Oh, you're working, right? You said you're working. 지금 일하고 계시죠? You're working right now, right? So you're working now. Because I didn't have enough time to chat with my friend if I if I know I have to work at night. I need your response here in order for me to finish this sentence. I'm gonna need your response. In the meantime, I'll go over to another question, an easier question, I think. Um, what is your favorite comfort food? Oh, did I spell that wrong? Okay. All right. 02Vec says, but I want to go 2100, give or take, because I wonder implementation of artificial general intelligence. I'm specializing AI and computer science. Awesome. That's really cool. All right. So that's really cool. Okay. So what the heck is AGI? We've all heard of AI, but what is AGI? Tell us. Okay, so JJJO says I knew I had to work overtime right before I turned off my laptop. So I knew I had to work overtime right before. Very good, you said right before I turned off. Right before I turned off the laptop. You can also say I found out I had to work overtime. 여러분 이거 활성화 있게 정말 적으시는 분들은 굉장히 잘하고 계시고요. 그리고 너무너무 감사드리고요. 이 어떻게 보면은 이 라이브 채팅을 지금 이 라이브 미팅을 어떻게 보면은 진행시켜 주고 계시니까 너무너무 감사드리고요. 이거 하실 때 한 번씩 따라 읽어주셨으면 좋겠어요. 오케이? 우리가 쓰는 것도 중요하지만 사실상 말을 잘하려고 하는 거잖아요. 말을 잘하려고 하는데 쓰기가 제가 왜 중요하다 그러냐면은 쓸 때 머릿속으로 입력을 최고 많이 하거든요. 머릿속으로 생각을 정말 많이 하기 때문에 그리고 그 영어적인 사고를 많이 사용하기 때문에 음 제가 많이 쓰라고 말씀드리는 거예요. 많이 많이 쓰시고 많이 많이 따라 읽을게요. I knew I had to work overtime. I knew I had to work overtime right before I turned off the laptop. I found out I had to work overtime. Right? So I think going back to the sentence, going back to JJJ's sentence, I would say I would rather go. I would rather go to 5 hours earlier, because I didn't have enough time to chat with my friend since I had to work at night. Okay, I'm gonna write that for you one more time. All right, JJJ, this is for you. I would I would rather. I would rather time travel to 5 hours earlier because I would time travel to 5 hours earlier because I didn't spend enough time with my friend. I didn't spend enough time with my friend since I had to work overtime. Okay, and then put a period right there. All right. Okay, 02Vex says it is the AI that more smart than all people in on Earth. It can do everything literally, like reverse aging. That's crazy. That is crazy. Reverse aging, guys. Whew. Yikes. That's like actual, sci-fi movie come to life, come to real life. That's like what we, see in movies, but in real life, right? So it's like the Terminator, basically. um, so you can say 02Vec. You can say AGI, right? Because I asked you about AGI. AGI is smarter than um, all the people on Earth. All the people on Earth. It can do everything, literally, literally everything, right? Literally Everything literally like reverse aging. It can do everything literally like reverse aging. Okay. AGI is smarter than all the people on Earth. It can do everything literally like reverse aging. That's crazy, guys. All right, so hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. I really appreciate you guys for joining. I think that um, I hope that this finds that you guys find this helpful. I really think that doing this every week helps me stay in a really good routine. And there's construction going on. But also, I do think that writing, I really believe that writing and speaking and reading, if you do it all at the same time, it will help you guys a lot. Alright? 제가 한 가지 말씀드리고 싶었던 게 이거예요. 제가 외고를 나왔어요. 외고를 나왔는데, 어, 좀 어떻게 보면 약간 이게 좀 제가 이런 말씀드려야 되나 말아야 되나 여러분들 지금 보고 계시니까 그래도 말씀드리는 게 나을 것 같아요. 제가 라이팅을 왜 강조하냐면 한국 사람들은 이 해석하고 문법하고 읽기 해석 그러니까 독해 해석 듣기까지 굉장히 잘하세요. 근데 왜 말하기를 못할까? 근데 왜 말하기를 못할까? 그걸 제가 고민을 많이 해봤어요. 근데 제가 고민을 많이 해봤는데 그 고민을 하다가 제가 또 그때 고등학교 때 제가 느꼈던 게 있는 게 뭐냐면 정말 저보다 영어 독해를 잘하는 친구들이 많았어요. 이게 한국에 계속 살다가 계속 그냥 국내파인 친구들이. 근데 그 친구들이 글 쓴 걸 제가 한번 봤어요. 근데 글 쓴 게 엉망이더라고요. 근데 그래서 제가 글쓰기랑 영어 말하기랑 연관성이 굉장히 많다고 생각을 했던 게 우리가 아무리 독해 연습하고 많이 듣고 우리가 읽고 해석하고 한국말로 번역하고 하는 걸 아무리 잘해도 말하기와는 연결이 멀다는 거죠. 그래서 우리가 그걸 하는 것도 중요하지만 읽는 건 굉장히 중요하지만 읽고 번역하고 해석하는 건 굉장히 중요하지만 우리가 쓰기 연습을 안 하면 스피킹과 가까워질 수가 없는 거예요. Okay? So I hope that you guys can do this as much as possible. I hope you guys can use this chat as much as possible. I emphasize it every single time. I think it would be helpful if you can explain how we click the thumbs up. You guys don't know? I have no idea. If that's funny. um, I think I don't know how you're watching this. 어떻게 보고 계시죠? 제가 지금 핸드폰은 지금 이거 핸드폰으로 라이브를 켜놓고 유튜브에 들어와 있는데 아마 핸드폰으로 보시면 쇼츠로 이렇게 여러분들 보고 계시나요? 이게 쇼츠 형식이잖아요. 세로니까 쇼츠 형식인데 쇼츠 형식 두 번 누르면은 그가 안 되나? 두 번 누르면 좋아요 될 것 같은데 두 번 누르면 I think if you press the screen twice I think if you press the screen twice you can click the thumbs up but I'm not sure. Alright, and I'm not trying to criticize. I'm not trying to criticize the education, and I'm not trying to kind of belittle anybody. All right, I'm not trying to make anybody feel down. All right, but I think that the reason we focus on reading and translating is so that we can do sooner really well, right? And I think everybody can understand that. But when we don't practice writing, it becomes a um, very far-fetched game. All right. Very good, right? 저도 고1 때 영작 엄청 많이 하고 6개월 만에 전 세계 친구들이랑 영어를 대화할 수 있게 돼서 정말로 그렇습니다, right? 영작 굉장히 중요하고 그리고 그냥 쓰는 것만이 아니라 우리가 한 번씩 검토하면서 AI 굉장히 잘 돼 있잖아요. 그렇죠? 그렇기 때문에 뭐 AI에도 물어봐도 돼요. 이거 내가 잘 쓴 건가? 이거 문장 만들어 봐도 되고 혼자서도 충분히 하실 수 있고 제가 있잖아요, 여러분. 제가 있으니까 여기다 적어 놓고 부끄러우시면은 익명입니다라고 해서 뭐 아무거나 해서 제가 하면 여러분들 뭐 그거 되는 거 아니잖아요. 그죠? 여러분들 뭐 개인 개인 정보 뭐 드러나거나 그런 거 아니잖아요. 그죠? 그래서 제가 고쳐 드리면 여러분들 보실 수 있도록 해 드리고 어 alright. So, okay. So JJJOO님, I found out that you can click the thumbs up button if we click the three dot on the right upper right side. Great, great. Okay, so so JJJ, thank you so much. So I found out how to click thumbs up, or you can say how to thumbs up the video. Um, if we click if we click the three dots on the upper right side, yeah, that's great. That's great. Thank you so much. Oh, now we got some people to do that. That's awesome. Um, yeah. So let's see. We have just a little more than a few minutes left. I'll take questions. I did want to ask you guys another question, and I think I did, but oh yeah, I asked, what is your favorite comfort food? Do you guys remember that? 아메리카노님 감사합니다. Thank you, Americano. Um, what is your favorite comfort food? First of all, what is comfort food? We say that all the time in the US. 미국에서 굉장히 말 많이 하는 이 단어가 comfort food라는 단어인데 이 comfort food가 뭘까요? What is comfort food? Can you give me an example of comfort food? A Korean comfort food? I can think of one right now and I want it so bad. I can think of one right now and I want it so bad. What is comfort food? Can you guys give me an example of comfort food? What is comfort food? Ah, that can be 햇반 can be comfort food, right? Sure. Yeah. 햇반 can be comfort food, but why? Why is it comfort food? And why do you uh think it's a comfort food? Why is it your favorite? I'm gonna write it again. What is your favorite comfort food? Favorite comfort food. Alright. What is your favorite comfort food? I'll give you guys just about a minute. Yeah, what does that mean, comfort food? What does comfort food mean? What does comfort food mean? What does comfort food mean? Comfort food means uh it's food that you eat regularly and also makes you feel good. Okay. Comfort food is food that we eat regularly and is something that makes us feel good. Okay. So it can be healthy, it can be not healthy, but it has to be something regular and it also has to make you feel good. Making you feel good in a way that is not like, oh, like spicy chicken that makes me feel good. I know you guys want that, right? But comfort food is something you have to have regularly and it also makes you feel good on the inside. Like you feel kind of comfortable. That's why it's comfort food. It's something that makes you feel comfortable when you eat. Okay? Comfort food is food that you feel comfortable when you eat. When you eat it. Comfort food is food that you feel comfortable when you eat it. Okay. Bread and butter, huh? Bread with butter. So because I said good. I said comfort food is food that you feel good, but I know you guys are gonna say, oh, ramen, it makes me feel good, or like chicken, it makes me feel good, or like 삼겹살 and soju, it makes me feel good, but it has to make you feel comfortable. Okay. It has to make you feel comfortable on the insides, especially. So most people will say soup. Most people will say soup. Most people will say soup is the comfort food. Okay. And I know I'm gonna say if I shouldn't say the word good because good it can be anything. That will make you feel comfortable. Think about that word, comfortable. Kimchi, of course, yes. Kimchi jjigae especially, I think is a very very good comfort food. Definitely, you're right. Americano, you're totally right. I think kimchi jjigae is my favorite comfort food. Okay, so let's read JJ's comment. My comfort food is chocolate. My comfort food is chocolate. I know it's not healthy. I know it is not healthy. However, it has calories, and so I can get energy. And when I try them, it makes me feel happy immediately after. That's good. Yeah, sure. You can have that as comfort food. All right. Although I guess you can't have a lot, right? Otherwise, you'll get a stomach ache. You can't have a lot because you'll get a stomach ache. But, but, it gets you energy. It makes you feel good. It makes you happy. Okay, that's good. My favorite comfort food, my favorite comfort food is 김치찌개. 찌개가 가이다인가요? 거의다인가요? 어이다이죠? 틀렸나? Because um kimchi is so good. Kimchi is so good, and um it actually has a lot of healthy nutrients. Okay. I'm gonna read that. Please read with me. 여러분 같이 읽을게요. My favorite comfort food is 김치찌개. So I spelled it wrong. I'm sorry. 틀렸네요. 가이다 이였네요. 근데 거의 다 이라고 나는 왜 거의 다 이갔지? 가이다 이가 맞나? 죄송합니다. 김치찌개 가이다입니다. My favorite comfort food is kimchi because kimchi is so good, and it actually has a lot of healthy nutrients. It has a lot of healthy nutrients. When I say actually, 왜 actually 저기다가 저거 왜 썼을까요? Actually, 그냥 it has a lot of nutrients라고 그러면 되잖아. It has a lot of healthy nutrients. 우리가 말할 때 actually 이런 단어 왜 쓰는 거야? 왜 쓸까요? 그냥 유빈아 안녕. Yubin's my friend from high school. Um, say hi everybody. Say hi to everybody, Yubin. We go way back. We go way back. I hope you're doing well. 진짜. Okay, it actually 진짜 그냥 정말 이게 어떻게 읽느냐에 따라 다른데 어떻게 읽느냐에 따라 좀 달라요. 제가 이런 식으로 읽을 수 있어요. My favorite comfort food is 김치찌개 because kimchi is so good and it actually has a lot of healthy nutrients. 방금 전에 읽었을 때는 actually라고 이렇게 이야기했을 때는 약간 사실 건강한 영양소들이 정말 많아. 그러니까 뭔가 사람들이 생각하는 것과 달리라는 식으로 이야기할 때 쓰는 거예요. 만약에 그렇게 읽었다면 and it actually has a lot of healthy nutrients 라고 이야기를 했으면 사람들이랑 상반되는 이야기를 하려고 할 때 사람들의 생각과 조금 상반되는 것을 이야기하려고 할 때 쓰는 거죠. 웬만하면 그렇게 할 때 많이 써요. 그죠? 그리고 it actually has a lot of healthy nutrients. 그리고 진짜 it actually has a lot of healthy nutrients. 하면 진짜 이렇게도 되겠죠. 그죠? 그래서 문맥상 그리고 말하는 그러한 뭔가 느낌, 감정 굉장히 중요해요. 그래서 여러분들 그러한 것들 알아두시면 좋을 것 같아요. See, it's not just me, right? 익명입니다. 김치찌개 was right too. So this is tough. This is why Korean's tough, guys. 그래서 한글이 정말 어려운 거예요. 아니 김치찌개라고 박한선님이 김치찌개 가에다 이라고 했을 때 아 저게 맞다. 분명히 맞는 것 같아. 근데 또 김치찌개 거의다 이 적었을 때 또 저것도 맞는 것 같아. 죄송합니다. 한국말이 조금 부족해요. Anyway, so let's talk a little bit about the week. What is your goal for this week, guys? What is your goal for this week? And then we'll head on out because it's been too long. I think I have to head on out because I have other stuff to do. What is your goal? And then we'll call it a night. Okay. What is your goal for this week? All right. It can be cutting calories. It can be working out more. It can be studying more. It can be practicing. I don't know, English more. Right. What is your goal for this week, guys? And then we'll call it a night. 여러분들의 이번 주 목표가 어떻게 되시나요? Alright. My goal for this week, guys. I'll tell you guys about my goal. Alright. My goal is to read more. Okay. That's been my goal. With social media and YouTube, um, it's kind of crazy, but I stare at it too much. I don't stare at it for a long time, but I keep checking because I know I turn myself off. I was like, I keep telling myself I can't stay on social media too long. So I go and check for notifications and then I close it. But I want to set aside time where I really focus and read and study. Um, and it can be for me it's reading my book. I'm reading a book right now. But it can be reading some other things like articles and current events. uh, but something that I want to do is what I did in high school. I used to be able to sit down and study for at least 2 hours. It's very hard to do that now, and I know that this is maybe I'm just telling you guys too much, but I want to be able to do that. Sit down and not move for at least 2 hours. I used to be very good at that. All right, so I want to be able to read a lot and just kind of sit down and do my thing and concentrate. Okay, what is your goal for this week, guys? Anybody want to give us a little insight on what their goals are? Otherwise, we'll call it a night. Thanks for clicking that thumbs up, guys. I see that you guys have done that. Thanks for clicking that thumbs up, guys. I see that you guys have done that. And for those of you, I'm gonna just give a little shout out to those that wrote on the chat very actively. I will give a shout out to those that wrote on the chat actively. 익명입니다. Ruth, JJJ000, Zero2Vec, Sugi. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I see that you guys come back time to time, especially Zero2Vec. I've been seeing you for a while now. And I really appreciate you guys following kind of my content and going along with the ride. And I will see you guys next week. All right. Thank you for being here. Comment on this video, I will respond. All right. Comment on other videos, I will respond to that as well. If you guys have a private question, email me. Email is in my bio. All right. 여러분들 감사드리고요. 이 늦은 시간에 이렇게 여러분 라이브 참석해 주셔서 감사드리고, 제가 아까 말씀드렸던 그분들 항상 이렇게 들어오세요. 정말 정말 감사드리고요. 그리고 질문 있으시면, 개인적인 질문 있으시면 이메일 하시고, 그냥 질문 있으시면 댓글에다 남겨주시면 제가 웬만하면 하루 안에 답장을 드려요. 그렇기 때문에 질문 많이 해주시고 너무너무 감사드립니다. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys next week.